Hello everyone, so I'm going to quickly update you guys on what I do and how I do. So first things first, I redid my nails. So I have this green crackle that I just love. It's such a nice thing. I love it. It's I put a post on my Facebook if you want to know the colors and everything, and it's just a green over top or under a black crackle essentially, which is what I did. So I have that and I love it. Beyond that though, I've been just kind of cleaning my room and just doing stuff like I got rid of a lot of old guys' clothes. Now it's technically still in my room, but it's ready to go. I'm going to try and find this female to male that I know and I'm going to let them rummage through a lot of old clothes, and I'm going to see like if they want any of it, and if not, it's just going to go to Goodwill because I don't want it anymore and I'm not going to lug it around. I hope I'm not being too loud for the people downstairs. They're down there and I feel awkward when people are in the house and I'm talking to you guys. So essentially I've been cleaning my room and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do things, like how I'm going to get rid of like old artworks and stuff. Like I have some weird, like this is a cup. I don't think it's all that fancy, honestly. I just was kind of making stuff, and it was more about the painting for me. But I have old paintings and old ceramics that I have and I want to get rid of because I'm not going to be carrying this stuff around. I don't want to carry it around. There's not enough room in my car if I want to just up and leave. So I'm going to try and get rid of old stuff, and I'm going to figure out how to mail things to people, but mailing just gets so expensive. On the topic of money though, I have found out my transition just got a lot more expensive. So I have, in the beginning when I started going to this little clinic, I had to pay just a little bit into it because I was a low-income person and that clinic is in a low-income area, and so the government helps them out. And the government kind of helps the tab and covers the tab of some people, including I used to be one of those. Well, I got an insurance card because eventually I told my mother that I was transitioning, and I never used the insurance card I had from her work, from being like, you know, her child. And I told her, so then I finally used the card and I got off that system. And I found out, well, my mother really didn't want me using it for this and stuff, and like all hell broke loose. So essentially what I had to do was that I used it once and then I never used it again, and it finally ran out, and then I can't use it anymore. So I finally got a Walmart gift or insurance card because I've been there long enough and I pay into it. But the problem with that is that they don't pay a whole lot of anything. I have a little bit of like a deductible that, like, you know, they'll pay up to a point, but I quickly met that deductible, and so now I had to, everything comes from my pocket until I reach like a 2,000 or something limit, and then we pay like 80/20, and then when it hits a certain limit, then they pay everything. So it really doesn't help me so much unless I have like this giant surgery that happens because my heart explodes. So yeah, it's really not the greatest thing in the world right now, and I'm trying to figure out how in the world I'm going to pay for this bill that I got for my blood work from the Metro, which is my clinic, and it's $900. My goodness, I don't have $900 laying around. If I did, it would probably be in the bank account waiting for my SRS. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to pay for this, and unless Oprah comes around and, you know, does everything for me, I'm going to have to suck it up and do something. So I applied to a second job, and I did this actually before I found out about this bill because I was really, really, really wanting to start saving it for my SRS because, like I said, unless Oprah comes around, it's not happening. So, oh, by the way, Oprah, if you're watching this, yeah, right here, I want to be on Oprah. I don't even think you do Oprah anymore, but I want to do it. So, I applied to a second job, and it's a night shift thing at like a club, and I would really love to do it because sometimes I go to this club to just kind of unwind and have a little bit of fun, and I really am trying to figure out like how I'm going to get on board with them because I put in my application. I'm just really hoping they contact me back, and if I need to, I'll put in a second application. And essentially I really want to take all this money besides gas and put it away towards my transition SRS, because unless I find someone doing a 2-for-1 deal, it's not happening. Or Oprah. Oprah, if you're watching, please. So, I'm going to keep this short. I'm kind of needing to go to work, and I don't really feel like being all bubbly right now anyway. So, thank you for watching, and this is the video.